Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my family member, friends, and loved ones, and my followers out there all over the world. Yes, it's Johnny Baker. It's testimonial time. Another week's gone past. The year is flying. Um, I just want to tell you a little bit about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells in your body, and it generates up to 4,000 new genes in your body when you wear the miracle patch. I call it the miracle patch. My personal point of view, but what it's done for me and my family, it's definitely a miracle patch. Uh, it's the only technology of its kind in the world today, and we hold up to 200 worldwide patents on the product, so you can only get it from one of us at LifeWays, uh, one of the brand partners at LifeWays. You will not find it in any pharmacy, chemists, or supermarkets, because we do direct sales. We sell it direct to the people that need it. And the reasons why we do that is to keep the price as low as possible so that everybody can afford this little miracle patch. So I just wanted to invite you to the Lifeway family. We one big family. Please come and join us. It's mind-boggling what this will do for your family members, and friends, and loved ones. So what happens when you turn 30? You lose 30%, 60% of your stem cells when you turn 30. Yeah? When you turn 30, you already lost 60% of your stem cells. That's mind-boggling. Eh? When you turn 60, you lose 90% of your stem cells. And that's why the older folk always get these funny diseases such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, diabetes, arthritis, and all that type of thing. And all they have to do is join us, wear this. It reactivates their stem cells in your body. The stem cells is the thing that fights any disease that comes into your body. The moment you get the disease, it makes genes, and that genes go and fight stem cells. So anything that's happening in your body, your stem cells go there and it repairs that. And let me just tell you a little secret about this. This is an age reversal. So what happens when you turn 60? I'm 64, and I was grey. Your hair starts greying black, coming back to your normal color, and your skin starts tightening up. So it's an age reversal. So wearing this patch will regenerate your whole body, fight all diseases. If you've got pains and heart problems and all that type of thing, go into the list. You'll see the list. There's 150 of them. Subscribe to all my channels, because then we can get to millions more people that need it. So the testimonial of this week, you'll see on the first page, there is a QR code. You can scan there and go to my YouTube channel, the landing page, and get the list of all the diseases. So it'll tell you the testimonial of 2025 week number. Where you see week number, there, just up there, you'll find in red will be the testimonial of the week. So please have a squiz there, see what it's all about. And then when you get to the next slide or video, it will be the testimonial. Somebody in the family that are using this medical patch and what it's done for them. And they'll tell you direct. It's definitely I have to watch. And then there's another video after that one, which is I've got to present this and tell you more about it, how it works, what you can get out of it, and all that. And they'll explain everything to you, all about the patch, and they'll present the whole thing. You can watch it to the end there. And then on the last slide, you'll find my slide with all my links and emails and numbers to drop me the message, and I'll get back to you. Because if your family member, friends, or loved ones get diagnosed with the big C disease, please don't hesitate. Let's get them on it as soon as possible, because some of those the big C's, you get aggressive ones that are very aggressive, and they don't give you much time to fight them. So I'm begging you, please, the moment you hear something's wrong, look, send in the links of this medical patch. And what happens, you wear it for 12 hours, you take it off, and then you sleep without it. You have to drink 1.5 liters of water every day that you're wearing it. And you put it next to the bed, you wake up the next day, you put it on for another 12 hours. And once you're done with that, you can take it off, you can put it on your pets. I normally staple it to their collars or stick it to their collars, and it makes a 15-year-old, I've got Jack Russells, it makes a 15-year-old Jack Russell run around like he's a year old. And he's full of energy and much more alert, which is all the benefits you get out of it. If you watch the presentation, you'll see it all. Guys, it's a no-brainer. This is the technology of the future. It is a non-invasive patch, so it's got nanocrystals in it, so nothing goes into your bloodstreams. Absolutely nothing goes in like your big pharma's tablets and all that type of thing. I went for a checkup the other day, and the doctor says I need to check your kidneys. I said, but why? He says, you're taking high blood pressure tablets, so that damages your kidneys. So that's how big pharma works. It's a big money-making racket. So once your kidney starts giving trouble, then you must take another tablet to fix the kidneys, and then damages something else. So that's why I say it's a money-making thing. The moment everything is gone of yours and they can't make more money out of you, they go to the next one and put him on tablets, or her, and then you end up taking 50 tablets. That's virtually killing you. It's one big fraud. The big pharma is one big fraud, because if you Google yourself, big pharma's never came up with a tablet or something that saves the disease and doesn't damage anything else. There is no such thing. Google it, you'll see. So that's why I say we need to get you, your family member, friends, or loved ones on this medical patch. It works with the heat in your body, your heat, your infrared, and the heat of your body activates it, and it sends a message to your brain to activate your copper peptides. Once your copper peptides is activated, that in turn reactivates all your stem cells that are dormant. And your dormant stem cells is what fights any disease that comes into you. Any bad knee pain or cartridges, it even rebuilds your cartridges in your body, in your back, all over. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And like I said, it regenerates you. It's an age reversal. So what happened? You see, my grey beard here hasn't gone black yet, but my hair was grey, just as bad as that. And look where we are today. I've got black hair, and I have to cut it at least once a week. I've got such good hair growth. My nails are growing. Your collagen goes up by 300% in your body when you're wearing these patches. So your skin becomes, you lose the wrinkles in your skin and makes your skin tighter, and it even reverses your heart in age. That's a guarantee. You can watch it on my presentation, and you'll see it there. David Schmidt is the the brain behind this. We call him a genius. He he's a designer, scientist. He's the CEO of the company, and just watch the videos, and you'll see the whole story about him and everything else like that. If you go onto my website on YouTube, you'll find uh, over 300 testimonials there already, and you can watch any one of them. People with breast cancer, people with ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, um, all of those, and what it's done for people. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Just drop me a message, hook me up, and I'll. If you want more information, I'll drop that to you. Um, and if you've got family members and friends, we'd love to help them. Uh, Try and help them with it, so that they can live a younger, happier, and healthier life. So, guys, thank you for being here, and I'll see you next Saturday. Like I say, the testimonial of the week, you'll see it in red just up here. Um, I'm doing this video because I have sometimes problems with the PCs in it, and then I can't get a video, so I can use this video for any day of the week. That's why I don't want to tell you what it is. Just have a look, and you'll see it in red. It will say the day of the week is in red. You'll find the testimonial of the week. So thank you for being here, and guys, let's do this and live a younger and a healthier and happier life without pain and suffering like people are doing all over the world today. Thank you, and we'll chat soon. See you next week. Ciao, ciao.
I was actually looking for something for my husband because honestly, I'd sort of given up on myself and my ability to get healthy ever again. But I was determined to help my husband. So Deborah introduced us to the patches. I thought I'd try them out for a couple months, and I was shocked. After 3 nights, I slept better than I had in a couple years, which was such a relief. After 3 weeks, I had acid reflux, really significant acid reflux, and I had a bed that sat up because I had to sit up at night with the acid reflux. It was so bad. Even if I ate good and healthy and all, which I did, I still could not lay down. And so acid reflux, and it wasn't just like a little bit gone. In 3 weeks, it was gone. My journey with health started a long time ago, or lack of health started a long time ago. And when I was 15, this is the first time I remember having any illness or sickness. I got mono, but I just didn't get mononucleosis. I got really sick with mono. I remember just sleeping so fatigued and so tired. And I can remember sleeping sometimes up to 19 hours a day. And that is the first time, as I look back now as an adult, that I saw my health start to decline very quickly. After that, a couple years later, I got Bell's palsy. So it was just one thing after another. But then what came after that was even worse. And that was I had endometriosis in my early 20s. What I realized by the time I got into my mid 50s is I had a diagnosis, and I couldn't even believe what this was. It's called MAS. It's called multiple autoimmune syndrome. And I had up to 7 autoimmune diseases from the time I was in my 20s till the time I was in my mid 50s. So that's pretty dramatic. A couple other ones where some of you have experienced this: osteoarthritis, sarcoidosis. That was a really scary one, actually. And the last one that I had most recently was in my 50s, was Hashimoto's. And for those of you who don't know what Hashimoto's is, it has to do with the autoimmune system related to the thyroid. And so when I had Hashimoto's, it's a low thyroid activity, and my hair was falling out. I just was tired all the time again. Then later found out that I had thyroid cancer. So my friend Deborah introduced me to the patches right at that time. So I had been 4 years past cancer surgery. And she introduced me to the patches. I was actually looking for something for my husband because honestly, I'd sort of given up on myself and my ability to get healthy ever again. But I was determined to help my husband. So Deborah introduced us to the patches. I thought I'd try them out for a couple months. And when I felt better, I wanted to tell everybody else about it and help them not to have any pain and suffering in their life as well. So I started sharing the patches. My arthritis is no longer painful. I think most of the autoimmune diseases that I had, thank goodness, are in remission. Food allergies cleared up. I'm able to have a much wider array of food items, and even, good things. I couldn't have tomatoes before because I was allergic to them. And one of the things that I'm so excited about is my hair started growing. I had for at least 5 or 6 years with the Hashimoto's, I had my hair really short because it kept falling out and I couldn't grow my hair out. So it's pretty amazing. And I am so thrilled for the first time in many, many years that I feel really great, actually.
So you see, the time is now to make a move and help your friends, your loved ones that are in pain and that are.
Right. Hello, everyone. You are so welcome here. My name is Almeen Galdenays. I am a brand partner of LifeWave. I do not work for LifeWave. I love the products and I share the products, and I would like to tell you a little bit more about this amazing technology. Just getting my script. All right, let's get rolling. So my question to all of you tonight is, have you been patched yet? I started patching 9 months ago, and it has been such a phenomenal journey for me. I'm so thankful I started this journey. And if you are here today listening to me because someone told you you need to come, exactly that happened to me 9 months ago. But I didn't go to the meeting. My friend just said, I went to the meeting. And this is phenomenal. You need to start doing more information. And then afterwards, more information to actually learn what it was all about. But it has blown my mind. I'm a physiotherapist, not working currently as a physiotherapist. But so you will hear me go on and on about the areas that really pertain to that because I have a deep passion for that. So LifeWave brought to market a little patch that has the technology inside of it to reactivate our stem cells. But more on that a bit later. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about the company. So, LifeWave was established in 2004 already, but for the first 15 years only sold patches other than X39. And tonight our focus is mainly going to be X39, because you will see, if you look at the stats of this company, that since X39 was launched in 2019, this company had a 3,000% growth to where they're actually projected to have a $1 billion year this year, 2025. So a product that doesn't do miracles would not help a company see all of this growth. David Schmidt is our inventor of these patches. He is the CEO of LifeWave, and he is a scientist. He actually has over 200, and we're rolling again. Right, so back on the patent. Because this product is so protected with this patent, it means that even if you're considering looking at the business side, and yes, there is even an opportunity to make an additional income with LifeWave, then this is a phenomenal product because of the patents that protects it. But not only do we have patents, but just read the words shown in the slide. Embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, and elevation of antioxidants. So not only do we have these patents, but also research that proves that this patch really does what it says it does. So you can really be comfortable in knowing that there is at least patents and research behind this patch. Okay, why the stem cell reactivation patch? So firstly, I want to get all of you involved. In the comments, type 60 if you're 60 and older, but if you're older than 30 but not yet 60, type a 30 for me. Just want to see who I'm talking to. And if you're busy watching this replay on YouTube or somewhere else, put replay and your number inside the comments. All right, lots of 30s. Okay, so I have horrible news for all of you, even the guys who's typing in 30. When you are 30, you have lost 60% of the activity of your stem cells. So they don't die and go away. They just become old and shriveled and sit in the corner and they don't do anything at all. There's a 60 coming through, Darlene. So when you're 60, you have only about 10% of your stem cell activity, and it becomes less and less and less as you get older. Okay, but why is stem cell activity important and what do stem cells do? So the New England Journal of Medicine actually says that the #1 indicator of wellness is the amount of stem cells that you have in your blood. So the more stem cells you have, the more wellness you have, and the less, the more unwell you are. And we can see that with aging. Even if we're a healthy individual, if we become older and we go over 60 or 70, we start showing signs of aging. We generally have stiff and aching joints. And all of that is just because you really don't have stem cells doing regeneration anymore. So a stem cell is the blank cell inside our bodies. It's the cell that has the ability to become absolutely anything else. So when we are little babies, as an embryo inside the mother's womb, the pluripotent stem cells are the ones to become an eye or skin or muscle. They know what to go and do. But then after you are born, these pluripotent stem cells continue to have the ability to turn into any cell in your body, anything that you need for any form of recovery. And these are the cells that get woken up and activated the moment we start with this phenomenal, simple technology. Okay, but now you're going to ask me, Almeen, how does this work? So we all actually know about photobiomodulation. Even if you didn't know that you know, you know. Because we all know that when the sun hits our skins, vitamin D gets activated. So there's a chemical reaction that happens inside our skins and inside our bodies to actually react. So the sun shines and there's a reaction. Now, in the case of the patch, we don't work with sunlight, but we work with a reflection. So whether you like it or not, you are emitting light. infrared light, and that is why someone can see you through night vision goggles. It is because you're emitting infrared light. So what this patch does is it actually reflects your own infrared light back into your body. So it's like a little mirror. It's actually small little crystals that reflect the right frequency of light. So that's why it's called phototherapy or photobiomodulation, photo meaning light. So it's a therapy that you get with light reflecting. And it is that little crystal inside that patch is where our patent is. So that is what other people cannot make. So phototherapy or light therapy isn't a new concept. That is something that there's been years and years of research on. And what LifeWave did was just to find a super unique and affordable way with no chemicals inside of it, no drugs. It is non-transdermal, it is non-invasive, and it is just so convenient. And so they found a way to actually give you all of these things that we have for so long known in a way that is groundbreaking. Okay, so when this infrared light actually goes back into your skin, in this case, it's not like the sun, a vitamin that gets activated, but a copper peptide called, copper peptide by GHK-Cu, for those interested. So, and GHK-Cu also has a lot of research. Copper peptide is known to be so phenomenally good for our bodies. Okay, how do we wear this patch? We actually buy sleeves that has 30 patches inside of them. So one for every day of the month, because you patch for 12 hours on and then 12 hours off. And this is so that your body doesn't get used to the patch. You can technically put the patch anywhere on your skin. So there's no wrong way to patch. Some people prefer patching where it hurts. Other people want to follow the manual that says behind your neck or underneath your navel. But David Schmidt will tell you, if it's on your skin, it is doing its job. So when we are done, we throw the patch away and we start all over tomorrow. And it's very, very important that you drink plenty of water. So water is necessary not only when you patch, but also in life for communication of ourselves and to be healthy. So to make sure you get the best benefit out of these patches, make sure you are drinking enough water and maybe add some Celtic salts to make sure that that water that you're drinking is really going into the cells and not just flushing through your system. This might be my favorite slide in this whole presentation because it tells you everything that these patches do according to research. So in the first few days already, there's 4,000 genes that resets. And if you didn't know that genes can reset, you have some reading to go do. Within 6 weeks, our brain becomes balanced and we have beautiful amino acids and things in our brains that we need that is now there, and things that we don't need is being pushed out. Within 3 months, our collagen, which is our most abundant protein in our body, is increased. So all of you who gave me a 30 or a 60 are not making your own collagen anymore if you're not patching. But if you're patching, because your body is actually acting younger now, you can make your own collagen again. And collagen doesn't only make our skins look beautiful and our joints work well, it is around all our organs, and it is so important inside our bodies for so many reasons. But one of the most significant things that we saw is that within 6 months, your heart, your cardiovascular system reverses in age. And so that is why David Schmidt has coined the term that these patches are not anti-aging, they're age reversing. This is literally not something that I have come across ever before learning about these patches, because I have not known, even in the physio world that I moved in, that there was anything that made it possible for my body to become a younger state of itself. And what is really phenomenal is David Schmidt, who is in his 60s now, clinically his heart tests the age of a 35-year-old. Now that is significant age reversal. Some of the other benefits that we see And so what is important to know is some people see quick results. We call them one patch wonders, and they literally can wear one patch or 7 patches and see phenomenal results. And other people have to be a little bit more patient with their bodies. But what we do see that most people at some point will tell you is that they have increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy, and vitality. Doesn't that already just sound like being a 16-year-old? Mental clarity, it feels like the brain fog lifts. And to me, it almost feels like I have a mental stability that I haven't had in maybe years. Restored muscle and skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, and improved skin appearance. Now, it is important to know that these patches are not a medical device. They're not intended to treat or cure any sickness or disease, not intended to diagnose. This is a wellness device that is supposed to give you your wellness and your youth back. And together with that, we are seeing so many testimonies of so many things that is getting better. But we'll get to testimonies in a moment. What is important is that you do commit to at least 90 days of doing these patches. Our bodies take time to heal and recover, and even our blood, if blood cells renew, that takes about 90 to 120 days. So it is only fair that David Schmidt asks you try this for at least 90 days. And if you're not going to try for 90 days, then don't even waste your time and your money. Technically, you should patch for an additional month for every decade that you're old. So for myself being 40, I should actually at a minimum do the 3 months plus the 4 months for being 40. And I can tell you that my most significant results only came at 9 months. I'm so thankful I didn't stop at 7. That was supposed to be my minimum. So I want to encourage all of you to actually really patch for as long as you possibly can. This is absolutely phenomenal. So what you're seeing on the screen now is a topography map of a 77-year-old yoga instructor. And I recently actually watched a video where a neuropsychologist said that to get results like we are seeing in the slide usually takes so many sessions and weeks of therapy, where by patching X39, in session 1, you can see more of the redness. In that slide, actually, there was inflammation of this lady's brain, and there was a lack of brain coherence. And then in 3 weeks already, there's a decrease of inflammation and an increase of brain coherence. And then 6 weeks in, so the session 3 picture, she had a complete turnaround. And I actually went and looked at this research at the different topography maps because we have quite a few of this. And it was so interesting to see how even the left and right brain hemispheres started communicating better. But a little bit more on the beautiful things we are seeing. So in this picture, no, the red is not a good thing. We don't want red on these images. They are usually a sign of illness or inflammation. But you can see that on these scans, after 5 months of patching, there has been a significant improvement in the condition that this person had. In this picture, it's the same. We don't want red. Red is not love in this case. So on this pictures, it was only 30 minutes after application of patches in both the torso as well as the hand. And I love this because this is no placebo. This is a proper scan showing you concrete results. And for those of you who love your animals, we may patch our animals. And a lot of people actually, when they're done with their patches, apply it to their animals because there still is some use left in that patch. And look at how beautiful this coat has improved for this horse. And looking at the picture, again, you can see the decrease in inflammation. And this was a 4-month duration for this horse. One of the significant things that we saw is with little Poplup. Now, little Poplup, fortunately, we couldn't pay to get these results. So for all of the skeptics out there, look at the short video of how a paralyzed dog starts walking again. Okay, so you most likely saw the back legs are still a little bit stiff, but that's just a sign that it is not another dog, that is the same dog. And yeah, the animal bodies are so open, and they receive the patches actually so very well. All right, and then just beautiful pictures of how you can see light and life coming back into people's eyes. Dr. Stacy, right on the left, has been patching for 3-4 years, I think, at this point, and she literally looks like she is 20 years younger. I mean, if you look at the lady at the top, how the puffiness and how the skin improvement and everything is just, she looks like a different person. And then the bottom 3 slides is 1 year on X39. And so more beautiful results. I can keep you busy this whole night with results. So vitiligo is a skin condition that's not supposed to heal. It's skin cells that die. And look at the improvement that these people have seen. Psoriasis, scars that heal much faster than they normally should, Bell's palsy that the lady already before that waited for some time and saw no improvement. And then when she started patching, she saw the radical improvement. For those of you who know a live blood analysis, this is a 10-minute turnaround with blood looking so much better. And then improvement in swelling and circulation in feet. And every time, not even with using patches that very long. And immense significant improvements. Here you can see scar improvement. And the gentleman with 7 weeks, left bottom of the screen, I mean, his whole skin doesn't even look so wrinkly anymore after that improvement in the bruise and the scar that he had. So we really are seeing with scars and with wounds such phenomenal results. And then hair, people who even have immunological diseases and aren't supposed to have their hair grow back are seeing hair regrowth, or then a photo of just not as much hair loss. My hairdresser couldn't believe the amount of new hair. Actually, the patents, the research, and even more testimonies, all of that can be found on the thisisit.info.com website. So quickly take a screenshot or a photo of this page. Thisisit.info.com is valuable and it has a whole lot of information. All right, so now.
So to all those skeptical people, this is the power, or this is what does it. Nothing else. We are not fakes, as you can see. Guys, this is the no-brainer, and it's all thanks to one genius. That's what we call him, a genius. And his name is David Schmidt. He's our founder. He's a scientist, and he's the CEO of Lifeways. So guys, please scan my QR code on the bottom of the video or on the first slide. It will take you straight to my landing page. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and share it. And if you subscribe, you will get these testimonials every week free of charge automatically of different diseases and issues that we're having around there. There are over 150 diseases and issues. So you can't tell me one of your family members and friends or loved ones don't suffer with one or more of those issues. Guys, it's a no-brainer. This is, like I say, it is a medical patch. This is what does it for everybody out there. We are not fakes. So guys, subscribe and you'll get your testimonials free. And if you see one of issues or diseases that one of your family member, friends or loved ones are suffering with, drop me a message and I'll send you live testimonials of all over the world of the same issue that you want to see, and then you can make your decision. If you're skeptical, the proof is there. I mean, what more do you want us to do? So guys, please hope to hear from you soon. Drop me that message and I'll get back to you if you need any more information or anything, or if you want to be hooked up to the product. I would be your sponsor on this, because you've got to get a code through one of the brand partners on Lifeways to join up, and because we've got to help you. We've done training on this for many years, and we help you. So thanks for being here. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you next Saturday when I launch the next testimonial. Remember, you'll get it free if you subscribe. Please, we need subscribers to reach billions more people all over the world. Thanks, and see you next week. Enjoy the week, and stay healthy, and live younger. Thanks a lot, and bye.